Hello everyone, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this Saturday, May 20th, 2023. It's being brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated, also being brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. Well, as we take a look at what's ahead over the next week, first of all, the last days of May will be mild with occasional shower and thunderstorm activity. Best way to describe the weather over the next 7 to 10 days. Now, this is going to bring rain chances, needed rain to parts of Alberta, western areas of Canada, in those areas that are suffering with wildfires right now. Other western and northern states will see some shower and thunderstorm activity as well, along with temperatures that are going to be, well, mild. We do not expect that the rest of the month will bring any significant cold our way. What we do see is a weather pattern where we're probably going to have some pretty good weather. No significant cold outbreaks expected, a combination of nice mild temperatures and occasional shower and thunderstorm activity. Now, over the last week, you can see that more needed rain fell across the western high plains and in the real dry areas right here. Those areas that needed the rain the most got the rain, at least in the western high plains and along the east slopes of the Rockies. Also west of the Divide, some shower and thunderstorm activity across the southern plains into Texas and Oklahoma as well. And temperature-wise, the coolest temperatures over the last week have been right along the eastern areas of the Divide, in the upslope areas where that cool, moist air came uphill, keeping our temperatures cool, but also bringing those areas some needed rain, while we have this ring of warmth that's been up over and on top of that cooler area. You can see how warm it's been over the last week up in western areas of Canada and the Pacific Northwest. But there's going to be some changes there for both the Pacific Northwest and parts of the Northern Rockies and Western Canada. The drought monitor has shown improvement. Now, due to the chance of shower and thunderstorm activity still looking good and the last 2 weeks of being rainy, there's been some pretty significant improvements in the drought monitor, especially right here, where some very significant rains have fallen. But we still have this area, albeit a smaller area, of severe drought conditions still showing up here. This will be stubborn to get rid of, but at least it's a smaller area. And if you look in the last week, the green shows a significant change in drought status, a whole class or more of drought status change due to the precipitation that's fallen over the last 2 weeks, especially right here in areas that really needed it. So it's been a good May in those areas there. Taking a look at the forecast, we're going to be smoky across western Canada into the Rockies and the High Plains due to those wildfires and the winds aloft, bringing that smoke from the northwest to the southeast into parts of the northern and western United States. While showers and thunderstorms will be most common from the desert southwest through the Gulf Coast and the southeastern United States. And this high pressure ridge will keep temperatures generally mild. Now, heading on into next weekend, we see low pressure coming into the California and the Pacific Northwest coast, cooler conditions with a couple of fronts coming through western Canada, and occasional showers and thunderstorms interdispersed in the west, an area of low pressure coming out of the Gulf, making for some stormy, wet weather in those areas there. But this is nothing that would bring any significant cold or any late season frost or freezes as we see at the moment. Now, taking a look over the next 7 days, precipitation looks to be most widespread where they need it, across portions of Canada, Saskatchewan, Alberta, into Manitoba, then into northern areas of Montana and back into northern parts of the Great Basin. Not a lot, but some showers in the Pacific Northwest, then across southern Colorado, New Mexico, the southern plains, going to be picking up some good chances of showers and thunderstorms and the heavier moisture there into the Gulf Coast. Snow levels will remain high, no significant snow threat except over the higher mountain peaks, so good to see that. And have yourself a good Saturday. We'll see you next week.